guys, to start off this look, I'm just priming my face with two Faced Hangover RX, and then I'm going to follow up with a little bit of Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. Now for the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, I am just going to rub that in between my fingers and press it into my large pore areas on the side of my nose and underneath my eyes. So you can see that I'm so stoked to have the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette in my life, but before we get to that, I am just priming my eyes with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And then to set that paint pot so it doesn't move and to make our eyeshadows blend easier, I'm just going in with my concealer setting powder, which is Kat Von D Shade Light Palette. Okay, so I'm taking that taupey gray shade and I'm just putting that on an E35 blending brush from Sigma. And I'm just putting that in my crease. We are not doing wing liner today, so I kind of don't want to bring it up too high or too far out. I'm just focusing it directly into my crease. Now we're going to go back and forth with this color until we get the saturation we desire. Now I'm going in with the shade Peanut Butter on a MAC 217 blending brush. Now with peanut butter, we just want to focus it directly in the crease. So we already laid that transition shade and we're just deepening with peanut butter. Now to get even more saturation, I'm sorry this clip is so out of whack. When I was doing this, my head was down the whole time and it was a complete failure. But I'm just taking that shade Truffled on a pencil brush. I'm using a pencil brush just to keep it really precise, because I have a tendency to get a little crazy, so pencil brushes work best for me. Now I'm just blending that out with my, I'm not sure what brush that is. I'm using a diffuse crease brush here just to keep on blending. For my lid color, I am using Rum Raisin, and it's just a taupey gray, pretty shimmery shade, and I'm just dusting that all over my lid. For foundation, I'm using my new foundation from Nars, and this is Nars Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I'm in shade Light Deauville. So as you can see, this foundation is super yellow, but don't worry, it all evens out once we highlight and conceal. To conceal any blemishes, I'm going in with MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NC20. I swear by this concealer, it pretty much covers up absolutely everything, and it just wouldn't get cakey like foundation would if you were to constantly layer that. So I'm just covering up my blemishes, and then to highlight, I'm going in with MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NW15. Now the NW15 is more of a pinky shade, so it's going to provide a brightening effect. So I'm putting that in an upside down triangle under each of my eyes and a little bit on my chin. To set that concealer, I'm going to use Kat Von D Shade Light Palette. I mixed together the palest shade and the yellow shade. And then to set my whole face, I'm going to be using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus. To add some color back into my face, I am using this Cover FX bronzer in Suntan. And I'm using a MAC 109 contour brush just to chisel out my cheeks a little bit, but without being too harsh. So I'm just sticking that in there and making a line and then blending it out softly. For blush, I'm going in with Celebrated from Tartlette blush, and it's just a really pretty basic pink shade. So I'm just putting that all over my cheeks, focusing it above the contour line because we want to keep underneath the contour line nice and sharp. To darken up underneath my eyes for that lower lash line, I'm just taking Milani Blackest Kohl eyeliner, and I'm getting that as close to my lashes as possible. To smudge it all out, I just took a brown sparkly shade from the Semi-Sweet palette, and I'm just putting it all over my lower lash line just to get it a little bit smoky. To highlight, I am going in with Becca Moonstone on a Real Techniques brush. I do not know the exact name of this brush, but it's a super small and dense, narrow one, and I absolutely love it for highlighting. It is perfect. To finish off this look, and for my lip combo, I am using Nars Medano Beach Velvet Lip Pencil, and it's just a really natural brown rust shade. So I'm filling in my lips with that, and then I'm going in with Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in shade Aria. And it's a really pretty berry, I wouldn't even say brown, it's just a pretty berry color that is actually somewhat wearable. So that completes this look. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.